Mary, today pretrial motions were heard as Shawn Kemp's defense attorneys seek to limit some of the evidence that jurors will hear, but also include other details. Among those items are the extensive criminal details of the two men that Kemp is charged with shooting at, as well as a text message exchange between Kemp and his wife about that confrontation. Flanked by his lawyer, Shawn Kemp showed up for court as prosecutors prepare to take him to trial for a shooting incident in Tacoma 2 years ago. Several key matters came up during the hearing, including whether jurors will hear about the extensive criminal backgrounds of the two men Kemp is accused of firing at.
They broke into a truck last night.
Okay, where did that initially happen at?
Kemp says thieves broke into his truck and stole valuables, including a cell phone, which he tracked to the mall. When he tried to speak to two men inside a car, he claims he came under fire.
As soon as I took 3 steps back, the window rolled down, and that was the first one. Bloop.
Was it on the left side of the car or the right side of the car? The white guy that shot. It is okay if you don't know. You just know someone in the back seat rolled down the window and started shooting.
Yeah.
Kemp says he fired in self-defense, but police say video from witnesses at the scene show otherwise. During the hearing, the judge granted Kemp's request for jurors to hear about the numerous prior convictions of the men he confronted. However, the judge held off on whether the jury will learn about a drive-by shooting for which one of those men is still serving time in prison. It was also decided that text exchanges between Kemp and his wife regarding the shooting will not be admissible, but statements Kemp made to police will be.
Where did this all happen at?
And knowing all that, are you still willing to waive your right to that hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kemp played 14 seasons of professional basketball and spent more than half of that career with the Seattle SuperSonics. More recently, he opened a cannabis store.
All right.
Up next is jury selection, which is set for next week. A questionnaire has been drawn up for 100 people to fill out as part of that process, and then chopping down those numbers of people to get to that final jury set. That should happen some point next week. Reporting live, Joel Marino, KOMO News.